Birthright citizenship. Everyone is upset about the whole deportation thing that's going on around the country. Let's talk about it. So Donald Trump said while he was running for president in his campaign that he was going to deport the 18 plus million people that came across the border illegally. He got Tom Homan in charge. He's the new border czar. Why are people on this internet crying about the deportation? There are people so extreme like Xeroxing or photocopying their kids' passports and sending them to school. There are teachers on here saying that if ICE comes into their office, they're not going to let them get the kids. First of all, don't do that, because if ICE comes in your office and gets kids and you get in the way, you're going to have a whole nother problem. And then there's people protesting in LA, or actually in Dallas, blocking the streets of the people that are supposedly going to be round up. I'm like, so y'all just put yourselves in one whole spot for them to come grab you. Apparently, ICE was in Aurora, Colorado, where all that trouble happened last summer from that whole gang that was out there. They did a whole, covert in the middle of the night type of situation. Apparently, they allegedly got 50 of them. They're going back. Colombia, there was a plane full of illegal immigrants going back to Colombia. Colombia was like, yeah, we're not taking your plane. So Trump said, okay, well, if you don't take them back, this is what's going to happen to you. 25 to 50% tariffs, allegedly, is what he said. Remember, I say allegedly because I have to. And then the president of Colombia was like, wait, joking, just kidding, psych, and sent his plane to come get those people that they wouldn't take. And people are like, but what about the kids? If the parents would have come into the country legally, like all of the millions of people that did before them, this wouldn't be a problem. You have to have one of your parents has to be legal, and then your kids can stay. But if you came over here, had a baby, y'all all going back because you came across the border illegally. Trump said he was going to do this mass deportation. He's not saying he doesn't want people from other countries to live here. He's saying you have to do the paperwork, fill out the visa application, pay the fees, do all of the things like everyone else has done for decades. Ellis Island. I mean, it's a whole process. Nowhere in this world can you go to a country and have a baby and be like, yeah, my whole family, we're staying because now we're citizens of this country. It doesn't work that way. So I want to know why there are people on the internet crying about the children that are getting deported. What about the 500,000 allegedly that are still missing? Y'all not crying for them. What about all of the people in that 18 million approximately that came across and was committing crimes and unaliving people? You know who I'm talking about. You weren't crying then. So is it about the kids? Because, yeah, it's unfortunate that the kids who came across the border with their parents illegally are going to have to go back to their home. That's unfortunate. But the thing is, those children were not making the decisions. Their parents were. So their parents made a bad choice. Everyone has to have a consequence to it. So I guess they just need to go back, do the paperwork, and then they can come back. And then there are people, well, what about the people that have been here for years and years and years, and they work and they pay taxes? First of all, if they came here illegally, they're not paying taxes because they don't have a social. So there's that. And secondly, the people that came across years and years and years ago, no one was monitoring our immigration policies. So unfortunately, they're going to get caught in there. If this would not have happened, they probably would have still been here. We would have been like, whatever, right? It was only because of the mass invasion at the border that this is even happening. Because I know that there were people here illegally before that whole invasion happened. And we didn't really care. We're like, whatever, do your thing. And then there are people like, then the farmers, the Hispanic caucus is saying, well, who's going to pick our produce? Last time I checked, unemployment was sky high of American citizens. Can't they pick your strawberries? And oh, by the way, there's machines that do that. So what kind of labor force are you protecting? Because that sounds like old school labor force to me. Because if you hire me to pick something, you got to pay me. If you hire someone who's illegal, you pay them whatever you want to pay them, and they'll just be grateful to get money. Doesn't that sound reminiscent of something? I'm just saying, please, teachers, because there are teachers who have been on here saying, if they come into my classroom, please don't. It's not your job. You're not their parent. And the parents that are Xeroxing and photocopying, I keep saying Xerox, photocopying their kids' ID and passports, you don't have to do that. If your child is in school and your child is a legal resident of this country, you're good. And for the people that are out here, crying and complaining and, blocking streets, you're going to have to do it the proper way. Oh, this is not going to change. You're not a United States citizen, so you don't really have a voice here. I'm just saying, it's real talk. Let me know down in the comments. Do these people have a right to be upset that they're being deported because they're here illegally, or am I crazy? Because I just think we need to clean it up, and they can all come back and do the applications properly. And for all of the countries that want to say we're not taking our people back, y'all might want to rethink that, because Trump's not playing, and neither is that Tom Homan guy. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Thanks for liking, sharing, and following. And if you're not following me, follow me, because this is where I come talk about all of the things that make no sense. Have a great day. Bye.